So, exciting day here. All the training hardware showed up. Hi, I'm Tony with Relay Bridge, working on a curriculum for industrial controls training. Learn it the right way. Don't just start with the PLC and a simulator. Get some hardware in your hand, learn how everything works, then learn how to program it. So let's see what we got. All right, full disclosure, the first take of this, I cut open all the boxes. It did not go well. It was in the way. It's in front of my face. So the stuff's still in the box, but it's not quite as dramatic as it was before. So the frame of the trainer will be made with this aluminum structural framing. Use the 1x1 inch for this. The stuff's actually pre-cut. They'll cut it to the thousandth. They'll cut angles on the ends. You can just define what you want and it just bolts together when you get it. So the trainer plans will have all the dimensions and everything you need, no cutting required. You just put it together. Also includes DIN rail. The DIN rail is also cut to length. Now, it doesn't have quite the same resolution as the structural framing does, but it does come in several lengths, each, like 1 to 2 inch increments, depending on the size and how long you get. So what I did is I picked a length of DIN rail that I liked and then had this cut to fit it. So all that should go together nicely. Also have some end brackets, corner brackets. Actually bought some hardware from at MasterCard to put things together. Everybody loves this place, right? Yeah, I know I do. Let's see, for the push button enclosure. So I bought a 6 push button enclosure. I was going to go with 3 or 4. Honestly, the 6 was only like a couple bucks more. It just made sense to go with it. I actually bought enough selector switches, push buttons, whatnot, to fill up all the holes. Whether or not we do on the final trainer is yet to be seen. Once I start putting together some different workshops, demonstrations, we'll see how that goes, see how useful the extra buttons are. Also have all the legend plates that go, yeah, this one's start, this one is, well, it doesn't matter. I can't get it to where I can see it. But yeah, this was stop, off, on. So those are kind of extra, I guess. They're just a couple bucks a piece. They make it feel more professional, more complete, in my opinion. Could be optional if you're doing it yourself, but the demonstrations and the workshops and will kind of go along with those. So having the same naming convention will just make that go better, I think. So also bought a motor starter to go with it. The contactor, the overload relay, I actually have 2 that I bought. I actually have 3. One of them is actually back ordered. It'll be here in a few days. But the reason I did that is I want to demonstrate a reversing starter. So this is actually the mechanical interlock piece that works together for a reversing starter. So you can see how that works. The trainer plan that everybody gets will include a motor starter, but not the reversing starter. It's an extra expense that isn't necessary. I'll show you how it works and how it's set up. All right, terminal blocks. So I bought these Connect-It terminal blocks. They go from, I think, 10 gauge to 24, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's a bag of 20, plenty for what we need. Also bought end brackets. Again, you won't need this many, but that's how they come. They're just a few bucks, so it's really not that much. The end barriers that go on the open side, and some jumpers. I'll decide as we go if that's really necessary or not, but I think it will be. Let's see, that's another push button. I also bought one of these Clemson timing relays. This is a multi-function timer. Can do a lot of stuff with these when we start doing even the hardwired relay logic, and also with the PLC, we can do some things with it. Also got a timer video that shows you how to specify timers that I'm working on. I actually have done, but I'm probably going to do over now that I have this in my hand. This will be a little better demonstration, I think. I bought a proc sensor just for my own use to demonstrate with. Again, not part of the trainer, but you know, something you could buy if you wanted. Another relay, one of these Murr electronic relays you can use for interposing relays for outputs. I'll do a few things, demonstrations with how that works. And the PLC. So this is the Productivity 1000 Mini. I selected this one not because it's the least expensive. It's actually not, but it has the capability for Ethernet IP, which I think is important. A lot of people use that now. It also has user-defined instructions. It's tag-based. So if you want to learn this and work into, say, a Rockwell environment where you're working with control logics or compact logics, a lot of what you learn in this is going to translate over. But it's a lot less expensive than going and buying a Rockwell PLC. So, for wiring, I went back and forth about this a lot longer than I should have probably. But what I ended up with was a 500-foot spool of wire. And you're like, wow, that's a lot. We only need like 40 feet probably at the end of the day. But I looked at different ways to kit the wire. At the end of the day, it was going to cost just as much as just ordering a spool of wire. The spool's $30. So I was going to, I'm not in the business of selling this stuff myself, right? I didn't want to have to create kits and deal with the inventory and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So this just made more sense. We'll be using an ungrounded power supply. So blue is the color, even for the common, since it's ungrounded. That follows the NFPA 79 convention, which is the electrical standard for industrial control panels. Let's make sure we mark the commons clearly. Show you how to do that as we go. So that's where we land. It's 20 gauge machine tool wire. Also, around power supplies, you notice I did not buy a power supply. So the plan is to run this off a 120 volt outlet with using 24 volt DC. So all the control stuff here is 24 volts DC. I did not buy an industrial power supply because it requires people to wire at the 120 volt level. When people are learning, I like to keep them away from that. It's a safety issue until you really get your feet under you. So what I'm working on, and I don't have it in my hand yet, but should be here tomorrow, is it's more like a computer power supply. You plug it in, and then you have an adapter that you plug into the DC end, like your laptop charger, and you can derive 24 volts there. It's a class 2 power supply, 100 watt maximum output. You can short the thing together. I'll probably demonstrate that just to show how safe it is. But I've really put a lot of thought into that, and that's where I landed. So, and the only other thing I have is this big box here behind me, which I'm not going to open, but it contains the wireway for routing wires. So, also include a stick of that. So I'm excited to get started. Start putting some videos up as I start putting things together, and once I get the trainer put together, I'll be posting the bill of materials or a link to the bill of materials so you can just go get it for free and build it yourself. And hopefully you'll give me a follow and take some of the training. So give me a follow below. Tony Presgrove with Relay Bridge.